Obviously it's a huge event, part of USA basketball. Just being able to compete with high-level guys, high-level coaches is teaching you different things every day.
How do you think you played?
I think I played well. I did things other than, score the ball, pass the ball, dive on the floor for loose balls, play defense, rebound. So I think I played well today.
What do you think you're doing when you're at your best? What are your best attributes?
I have to say passing, getting guys involved, my basketball IQ, scoring, just things, on the offensive end that I'm still trying to tighten up, but those are the things that I do really well.
What about, I hear you kind of have a knack for game-winning shots. Is that right?
Yeah, a little bit. I hit a couple this year with my high school team. I've hit maybe one or two with my AAU team so far. So, that's just from putting in a lot of work. Putting in a lot of work, and it comes through on the court.
I heard it was like 6 with your high school team.
I won't say 6. I'll probably say 2 or 3.
Okay. What kind of mentality do you have to want the ball in that situation and be comfortable?
It all comes from hard work. When you put the work in the gym, your confidence shows, and you don't rise to the occasion. You sink to the level of your training. So when you put a lot of work in, you'll sink to the level of your training, and hopefully that's high.
What do you think you've improved on over the last few weeks, months?
Just competing every possession. Sometimes you get tired out here with the altitude and things like that, but just telling your body that you got to keep going, you got to keep fighting.
How tough is it to compete in an environment like this when everybody, is just as good as you for the most part?
It's really hard sometimes, but you just gotta. I think basketball IQ is what separates the players here, because everybody here can jump, dunk, score, and all that. But I think basketball IQ is what separates the players.
You get better from doing something like this?
Yeah, definitely.
And what about, I know it's early, you still got this summer and the 2 more years of high school, but what about your recruitment right now? What schools are kind of coming after you right now?
Right now, I'll just start by listing my offers: Miami, Virginia Tech, Cincinnati, Rhode Island, Washington, USC, UCF, Maryland offered last night, and then schools that are coming after me: Duke, Kansas, Kentucky, Ohio State, Villanova. Those are just some of the schools that are coming.
Pretty much everybody in the picture.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Maryland offer last night, home state school.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you to get that?
That meant a lot. Growing up in Maryland, obviously you know everybody on that team. You know all the coaches. So it's just a big offer for me and my family.
Mark Church's been there a few years now. What do you think about the program under him and the last couple of years?
Top-notch program. They continue to get better each and every year. They continue to have great players, and hopefully, they continue to get better, and I'll keep staying in tune.
Did you grow up cheering for them? Was that your team?
Yeah, that's obviously a hometown team, so you gotta grow up cheering for them.
Will that become a factor in your recruitment, you think?
I won't say a factor, but you're a fan of everybody. When you're in this type of process, when you're in a recruitment process, so you're a fan of everybody. You just want to see everybody do good.
And you mentioned Kentucky. What level of interest have they shown?
They've shown a pretty good interest. They said they're going to come watch me in July. As long as I just handle my business, I should be good.
Who have you talked to on that staff so far?
Both the assistant coaches. I haven't talked to John Calipari yet.
Okay. What do you think about John Calipari?
Obviously, when you talk about John Calipari, 1 and done, 2 and done, just getting players to the NBA to the highest level. I hope he's a good guy on and off the court. Obviously he coaches really well. And of course getting his players to the league.
Obviously he's had a lot of success with point guards in the past. Have there been any of those guys that you followed or you specifically liked?
Obviously everybody knows John Wall. He can get up and down the court, 4 dribbles, and get everybody involved. So that's just one of the many point guards that John Calipari I've watched.
Any